Hello, my name is Sterling Scott, and I am a full sail student in the Masters of Innovation and Entrepreneurship program. So, thank you so much for joining me on this presentation of my Mastery Journal. We'll be discussing some different challenges and passions that I have, and just the roadmap on my road to mastery. So, let's get started. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is the different courses that I'm taking and the different strategies that I'm taking in order to achieve mastery in my field. So in the mastery course, which is our first course here at Full Sail, Robert Greene is a great author. I love his work, and I was really impressed that actually we got to study him as part of our coursework. And he talks about how masters use their limitations and challenges that they have in order to elevate their game in whatever field that they're in, you know. We've learned how to brainstorm ideas in order to create really powerful discussions and responses and really get our creative juices flowing, okay? And most importantly, we've learned how to, take the different challenges that we have and use those as a benefit instead of a hindrance, okay? Now, in course number 2, we're going to be learning about creativity and innovation. We're going to be coming up with new and novel ideas in order to create content that's interesting to us, the creator, and interesting to the end user who's viewing our content. Okay. It also is going to help us to discover our authentic voice, to not worry too much about copying others, and to really discover, who we are and what our unique voice is. And also, what I'm looking to accomplish in this class is finding my niche. Right? It's a pretty busy marketplace that we live in, but finding a unique niche is very powerful, finding something which can be all yours. So those are some things that I hope we'll accomplish in that course. Course number 3 is business venture research. Okay? Things I'm looking to accomplish in that course are finding that viable market by understanding niches, as I spoke about before, and understanding different business models. Until I read through the course description on this one, I didn't think about the fact that there are these different business models and different ways to go about building a business. And one of those may have a great fit for my personality and particular way that I like to create. So that's exciting. In addition to that, I'm not as excited about the idea of learning research techniques, through different methods. But that being said, I do have an analytical side, so maybe that'll bring something out. Now, in addition, course number 4, by the way, guys, this is a 12-month course. Each course is a month long, okay? Course number 4 is product design and development. Now, I'm not looking necessarily to make physical products, but e-products, very much the same thing, okay? We're not just putting something together that's for us, we're putting something together that's also going to be for our clients. And in order to do this, there's a couple of books that I'm interested in reading in addition to the coursework. There's Hooked, which is a book about how to create really compelling and catchy programs, okay, and catchy products. Kind of like Candy Crush, but actually good for you, okay? I know plenty of people who say Candy Crush is good for them, so I digress. Learning new products and services. So I'll be following the curriculum to learn this to make sure that I'm staying on the cutting edge. And in addition to that, master these emerging technologies. Man, it drives me nuts sometimes, technology. As I was setting up this video, I'm shooting this on a handheld sort of gimbal. You see, I can just swing it and move it around, which is cool, but it was driving me a bit crazy at first figuring it out. So it'll be great for me to continue to embrace those technologies. Month 5, business feasibility. Now we're down to the brass tacks, okay? You've got this passion, you've got something that you want to do, but is it something that the market wants, okay? And this is something that early on in my creative career, I would have shied away from. Well, who are you to tell me that whether my business is good or not? No, it's not about that. It's about getting that feedback early and often so that you can make adjustments where necessary and create a marketable product, okay? And I'm started reading a book called The One-Page Marketing Plan that seems to really apply towards this. And in addition to that, once again, I'm looking to create a business that not only can I focus on a specific niche, but so that I can expand into other niches. So I'm interested in dating coaching, but I'm also interested in fitness. So once I understand the niche of dating coaching, then I can expand into fitness and all of these other things, okay? Fashion, if you like my shirt, right? Okay, so moving on, business model development. Now this is a course that I'm actually excited about because business model, I like models, I like systems. I like the idea of having a flow chart to work through. I feel like this actually opens up our creativity rather than hinders it. So really looking forward to this one. And of course, you've got to implement what you learn. So that'll be coming up later on, but I'm definitely looking to start implementing in here. And one of the business models I'm fascinated by is that subscription service model. And I saw a great book about that called the Forever Transaction. So I've definitely got some subscriptions with people that I don't even watch them very often, but I like having them there, like on a Patreon. It's only $5 a month, okay? But that's $60 a year, and if you have 1,000 clients, well, you do the math. So that's a pretty cool model. Legal issues for entrepreneurs. Definitely not excited about this one, but it'll be great to learn these things because, well, when is it okay to shoot something guerrilla style? When is it okay to shoot film on the street and do some candid things? And do you have to get model releases? Do you not have to get model releases? So this seems like a great course to keep me out of hot water. In addition to that, freeing me up because I understand, the rules of the game. And that offers a lot of freedom, okay? Entrepreneurial finance. I think this one's very important. So I've had an entrepreneurial mindset throughout my entire life. I've always worked in 100% commission sales positions for the most part, okay? Now, not as much, but I'm still a commission salesperson. And so I'm familiar with, right? I said, hey, I got a family to support. I need a base. Talk to me. But the point is that I'm very comfortable working in an entrepreneurial manner, but being able to manage the finances, not only my personal finances, but a business is also incredibly important. So personal finances and business finances. Looking forward to mastering that. Okay. Innovative work environments. Interesting. I never thought about this one. This is yet another course within our coursework. I forget what month we're on, but you guys keep count. There's 12 total, okay? Okay. Innovative work environments. Wow. Well, I just started working from home with the job that I'm doing, and I've always been passionate about being able to work remotely from anywhere in the world. And with the new environment that we live in, this is becoming more and more apparent for people, which is interesting. In addition to that, when I start working with others, well, what kind of culture do I want to create? What kind of culture do I want to create in my home or in a working space? Do I want to get a co-working space, so on and so forth? So I want a space that's going to cultivate creativity. So I hope to learn a lot in this course about that. And then we have our business model presentation and thesis. And this is wrapping everything up and showing what we've learned, how we've grown, and having a business that we can implement and launch. Really looking forward to this course. Real world education, applying it, okay? And you get out what you put in. So really looking forward to this course here. And using that as a platform for my future businesses. Now, in addition, I'm going to talk about a few industry leaders. So being that I'm going into coaching, I always, of course, Anthony Robbins is an amazing motivational speaker. Who doesn't love Tony Robbins? Really powerful speaker and kind of one of the grand figures of the field, if you will, okay? In addition to that, I also love Owen Cook. He was a dating coach, and now he's transitioned into a lot of business coaching, personal development coaching. But his dating coaching always had a strong personal development bent, and I like seeing how those areas overlap. Social skills in business, social skills in dating, not being afraid of rejection in business and in dating. So it's definitely someone that I enjoy their work. And Jay Shetty, who's a motivational coach and author. I don't know why I put Jay Shetty in there. He's one of these guys who I've heard about, I haven't studied too much of his work, but he popped into my head and I wanted to include him because he's doing something right in that he's got a huge following and he was one of the first people that I thought about, which is really powerful. Now, 6 industry leaders. Leaders, interesting question. So one of the things with this assignment was being able to talk to folks who we might actually want to get an internship with. So I looked up some people who have a strong online following and some folks who have who are local here in Orlando who don't have as large of a following as one might think. And maybe we can network together and help each other grow. Everyone from Orlando Singles Pro, someone who does dating advice, to Exclusive Standards, who is a matchmaking service, okay? There's all these different fields in my business. Elite Matchmaking is another matchmaking service local here. And John Cook Lifestyles is a dating coach, okay? Familiar with his work from the internet, really powerful stuff. And then lastly, we have Art of Charm. They've been around for a while, teaching guys to be their best self and their most attractive self. Now, clubs and organizations. I can join IAPO, International Organization of Professional Life Coaches, and the ICF, International Coaching Federation. One of the reasons why I chose Full Sail is to really understand how to market myself. These coaching certifications and so forth are relatively easy to attain. So I wanted to do the challenging work of really learning how to market myself, and then I can join one of these organizations and get that certification as well. Okay? You don't need a certification to coach. I suppose it helps, but then again, it's all about, presenting yourself and your offerings properly. Outstanding companies, Christian Mickelson's company, Susan James, Ariana Rollins. These are people who are always top of mind when you're talking about coaching. And I don't mean top of mind in that, they're household names, but if you Google life coaching or you go looking for someone, these are people who are going to pop out. And to me, that's someone who's doing an outstanding job of getting their word out there. So kudos to them. And then Collegiate DECA is a Full Sail organization that deals with different business ventures and so forth. So looking forward to finding out more about that. And then in addition to that, one of the great questions was, what sort of qualities would I look for in a mentor? Okay. And in a mentor, there's a few things that I'd look for. Someone who has a passion for training, right? Someone who is an out-of-the-box thinker. So I know myself, when I learn something, I can't wait to share it with people. I can't wait to share my unique perspectives. So those are the same kind of qualities I look for in a mentor. In addition, I want someone straightforward and driven for excellence. You don't have to candy coat it, sugarcoat it for me, okay? You don't have to sugarcoat it. Just tell me what I need to do in order to get to the next level, okay? So those are the sorts of qualities I look for in a mentor. And there's different courses, as far as the Full Sail product goes, everything, or the Full Sail program goes, if you will. Everything from business venture research, entrepreneurial finance, all those things that I mentioned. So we're getting a full scope of what it's going to take in order to really achieve in our field. I'm excited about it, and I'll see you guys at the top. Peace.